Good evening, powerful women of abundance. Hello, hello, happy Wednesday. Lordine Jean Francois here. I'm back. I was on a bit of a hiatus last week. For those of you who did not see my video, one of our dogs had surgery on Sunday, and so I've been playing Nurse Betty for the past couple of days. And so no, he actually had surgery on Friday. Hey Lil, what's up, girl? How are you? So good to see you. Thank you for watching, and congratulations on all your recent accomplishments and endeavors. I love watching you shine. And so kudos to you and just all you've accomplished for yourself. And that little one, oh my God, pinch his cheeks for me because he is too dang on cute, that RJ. Come on. Yes, so welcome to Love and Light with Coach Lou. We are here every Wednesday at 7:45, and during this time I share with you some essential truths that can support you in owning your divine feminine power so you can intentionally create the life that you desire and you deserve. The abundant life that you desire and you deserve. I am your host, Coach Lou. I'm a licensed clinician. Most importantly, your women's empowerment coach. I'm the creator of this amazing group, Powerful Women of Abundance, and the host, again, of Love and Light with Lou. Always a pleasure to connect with you all on Wednesdays at 7:45. Make sure, as always, a reminder to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Put yourself on your list. As women, we are so good at caring for others over ourselves, okay? So make sure you're making time for you. I like to be sure to start every Love and Light with that, okay? Because if you ain't good to yourself, you ain't no good to nobody else, okay? All right, so today we are talking about this habit that so many of us have, whether we admit it or not, that actually gets in the way of us accessing the internal guidance that we have within, your internal GPS, your connection to that higher power, to God, to source energy, right? Your higher self. Okay, there's this thing that we do and we don't even know the effect. Hello, hey E. So good to see you on. Thank you for watching as always. All right, we're getting into today's topic. I'm sharing with you all one of the sneaky little habits that so many of us have that get in the way of us accessing the internal guidance. Yes, I'm here. I was getting upset. Oh, I hope everything's okay. I hope everything's all right. I'm glad you were able to join. All right. So why is it so important? Why is it so important to be able to get in touch with the internal guidance, the guidance that you have within? I like to call this your internal GPS, right? Which is really a great term for it, because what it does, what your internal guidance does, is it guides you. It guides you along your path to the things that matter to you, right? Your values, your goals, the vision you have for yourself and your life. So the more we are in touch with our internal guidance, the more we can harness our power, the more we can make choices in alignment with the things that really matter to us and the things that we want, because we're aware of what is important to us, okay? So having access to your internal guidance is essential, especially if you want to create the life of your dreams. You have to know what you like, what you don't like, what you want, what you don't want, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, in order for you to move toward the life that you want, the life that you desire, right? In order for you to really become, continue becoming the best version of yourself, okay? So if I haven't made the case, this is extremely essential, right? You have to be in touch with who you are, right? In order for you to become who it is you are becoming, who it is you desire to become, all right? So with that being said, what is this thing that gets in the way of us getting in touch with our internal guidance? And I promise you, when I share it with you, it's probably like a no-brainer, right? Once I explain it. But so many of us are afraid, and this is the thing. This is what gets in the way of us tapping into our internal guidance, strengthening the relationship we have with our higher selves, our higher power, with God, with Source. The thing that is getting in the way of you having that relationship with your internal guidance. Hey, Crescent Moon, what's up, lady? So good to see you on. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for sure at 1 o'clock. I can't wait. Hope all is well. All right, so what I'm sharing tonight is this habit that gets in the way of us accessing the divine guidance we have within us, okay? And the reason why, hey, Crescent Moon says, hey. The reason why this is so important is because you all have great ideas, ambitions, goals, gifts, talents that you're probably not using, you're probably not acting on because you don't trust yourself. Yes, excited to see you too, Crescent Moon says. Absolutely. So you have these amazing things inside you that are ready to come to life through you, right? And because you don't trust yourself, you're blocking your ability to create the life that you desire and you deserve. Right? Having a relationship with your internal guidance, that is trusting yourself, being connected enough with yourself so that you're able to trust that whatever decision that you make, you're gonna be fine. It's all working out for you, and you can't get it wrong, right? You can't get it wrong. So the thing that gets in the way of us trusting ourselves, developing that relationship with our internal guidance, what gets in the way is the fear that we have of making mistakes. The fear that we have of making mistakes, right? This is what's getting in the way of you accessing that internal guidance within, so you can feel more confident and capable of taking action towards your goals. The fear of making mistakes, because so many of us are afraid of failure. We're afraid of being judged. We're afraid of being embarrassed. We're afraid of things not working out exactly the way that we want them to. We're not even willing to take a chance. We're not even willing to take a risk. We don't want to make mistakes. But here's the beauty. Here's the beauty in making mistakes. When you make mistakes, when we make mistakes, and we all have made them. We all have made them, and we will continue to make them. Making mistakes is part of this evolutionary process, right? It's part of you, Alicita says, so true, absolutely. Making mistakes, whew, the pressure to get it right. Hey, Sarah, so good to have you on. Yes, the pressure to get it right every time, the pressure, the self-imposed pressure, right, to get it right every time is the very thing that is blocking you from taking action toward your goals. The fear of failure, the fear of being judged, fear of being embarrassed, fear of making a mistake. But the beauty that lies in making mistakes is that when you make a mistake, you get clearer about what matters to you, right? You get clearer about what matters to you. You get clearer about what you want. And you also get clearer about the steps you can take to get there. There's so much beauty in making mistakes. There's so much valuable information in the mistakes that we make, in the mistakes that we've made, right? Now think to yourself, think back to a mistake that you've made. What lesson have you learned from that mistake? How did you become wiser? Right? How did you grow? What strengths did you realize you had as a result of making that mistake? Right? It's so interesting how fearful we are of the learning process. This is how we learn. This is how we grow. This is how we adapt. It's all part of this natural evolutionary process of you stepping into your becoming. Right? So without making mistakes, without reflecting on, okay, how was I feeling when I decided to do that? Right? What was going through my mind? What was I afraid of? Without asking these questions and reflecting, then we don't give ourselves an opportunity to fine tune our internal guidance. Right? Because if we could reflect on a mistake and realize, okay, I made this decision from a place of fear. I made a decision from a place of lack, a place of scarcity, right? And as a result of me deciding from that place, this is what happened as a result. If we really reflected on the mistakes that we've made, we have the opportunity to gain some valuable insights, not only insights about what really matters to us, what's important to us, but also insights about what we want to do differently. What do you want instead? Right? Crescent Moon says the fear of making pressure is so real. Fear of making mistakes, the pressure of making mistakes is so real. It's crippling and very misguiding due to social pressure and misguided beliefs. Absolutely. Absolutely. And because of that, because of the cultural expectations and the societal expectations and norms, quote unquote, that we buy into, so many of us are paralyzed. So many of us are not living our lives to the fullest, because of what other people say we should or should not be doing, or what other people may or may not think about what we're doing. And we're limiting ourselves. The truth is, you can't get it wrong. There's no such thing as done when it comes to this thing called life, right? Life keeps lifing. You live, you learn, you go, you grow. Right? That's what this process is all about. And as a result of this process, you get to learn more and more about who you really are. The power that flows to and through you. Right? And we can't access that truth if we don't make mistakes, if we don't have experiences that sometimes knock the wind out of us. Right? But that also give us an opportunity to realize, oh, I'm stronger than I thought I was, right? I'm stronger than I thought I was. And maybe the next time when I feel this way, when my gut is telling me something, maybe I'll make a different choice next time, right? There is beauty in making mistakes. And this is very comforting. You can't get it wrong. Right? We have, Crescent Moon says, life keeps life. And absolutely, it's going to keep life in, because life wants to express itself through you. That's what life wants. And because of that, because of the mission that life has, because of the mission that you are on, you can't get it wrong. You have a built-in success mechanism. The universe wants you to succeed. Because if you succeed, life succeeds. If you succeed, consciousness evolves. So your ancestors, the universe, they all have your back. Life wants to live its fullest potential through you. That's how valuable you are. That's how powerful you are, right? So when you consider the big picture here, right? How much of an issue is it to make a mistake? when you know that what's happening is life is expressing itself, wants to express itself, its fullest potential through you in its fullest form. That's how much faith life has in you. So it's up to you to decide to trust yourself. To decide to trust that no matter how things get, you have what you need within you to overcome, right? That when challenges present themselves, they're an opportunity for you to realize your strengths. They're an opportunity for you to up level, okay? For you to level up, all right? It's all designed for your greater good. But if we're not willing to make mistakes, if we're not willing to take risks, to take a chance, you don't give yourself an opportunity to realize your true power. The divine power that flows to and through you. Okay? All right, so that's it. That is what gets in the way of you accessing and realizing the divine power that flows through you, your internal guidance. Hey, Danny sends hearts. Hey, Danny, thank you for joining. That's what gets in the way. What gets in the way of us accessing our divine guidance, internal guidance, what gets in the way of us realizing our true power, what gets in the way is our fear of making mistakes. When the truth is, you can't get it wrong. You can't get it wrong, right? The whole deal here, the whole idea behind this life thing is for you to continue to grow and evolve and to become an even greater version of you. All right? All right, so embrace your mistakes. Embrace your mistakes. Allow them to teach you what they are meant to teach you in order for you to grow, in order for you to get clearer about what matters to you, in order for you to get clearer about what you want, and in order for you to get clearer about the steps you can take to get there. You can't access any of that if you don't take risk and if you don't allow yourself to make mistakes. There's value in that frustration, in that anger, in that sadness. All of those feelings are trying to tell you something about what's important to you and what do you want, right? So if we shy away from mistakes because we don't want to feel unpleasant emotions, or we don't want to be embarrassed, or we don't want to be judged, what you're really doing is limiting your potential to grow and evolve into a greater version of you. All right? As always, I hope this is helpful. Thank you so very much for joining. It's always a pleasure to connect with you all. I'm happy to be back. I was out last week and I definitely missed you all. Embrace your mistakes, powerful woman, okay? There is value in your mistakes, all right? Sarah says yes and thank you. You're very welcome. Danny says, in order to be clearer, writing that on my mirror. Absolutely. Crescent Moon, what do you say to people who believe their mistakes are merely lessons or a compass to lead you back to your center and ultimately to your destiny? Yeah. What do you say to people who believe that mistakes are merely lessons? Absolutely. They guide us. They guide us. That's exactly it, Crescent Moon. And the thing is, the ability, the willingness to embrace our mistakes, that releases so much resistance and so much energy, the very energy we could be using to move in the direction of the life that we desire, right? So mistakes definitely are lessons. There's learning in all of the mistakes that we make, right? And from those lessons, from that learning, we do make different decisions, right? They help us get back on track if we're willing to embrace and learn what we're meant to learn from them. Indeed. Hey, Mizzy, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to connect with you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, until we meet again, powerful women, you all be well. Keep a lookout for my next masterclass, The Secret to Owning Your Power and Creating the Life that you desire and deserve. I think we're on for October 5th 15th. And also, if you have not already, make sure to check out our new logo. I posted it in the group, I believe, on Saturday. I'm so excited about it. I have some amazing things in store for you all, for all of us. And as always, it's always a pleasure to connect with you all. And until we meet again, you all be well. Peace.